Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god. An afternoon stream in this economy. But are we really surprised? Clap if you're surprised. That was that was louder than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, we're gonna do a sound check. Sound. We're gonna do a sound. Yeah. And fuck. We're gonna get the chat. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-dum, dum, dum, dum. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god. Actually, wait, this works out. I just delete that part and that should be good, right? This. Cool. Cool. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Alright. Hello. Officially now. So we're gonna be doing Last Trial. And we're gonna see how far we can go. Streets are saying that at minimum it could be a 6.5 hour long trial, bordering onto 7 hours. Apparently, the 8 hour stream is not all 8 hours of trial. So I'm literally not even going to waste time. We're back. It's been a minute since I've streamed this, I've touched anything regarding this, so oh shit. We will be looking at the tweets. How is it that when I went to go this was fine? Hold on, because I'm like this shoulder is like I have to like fine. It's a shoulder. Anyways, 2 bullets. All right. Okay. Hostbreak Academy's 79th classroom. Generally speaking, it is Hostbreak Academy that selects 1 classroom per year. But the 79th class was admitted in the same year as the 78th class. This is because after the 78th class entered the school, something happened. It was the intention of Host Feek to cover up the certain incident by attracting attention on recruiting new students more quickly. Right, that something was the death of the student council at the hands of Junko, who framed Yuzuru Kamakura. Oh! The ultimate goal of Host Academy was to create human beings with all talents artificially by researching all the talents of the students. Contrary to the wishes of the school, the completed Ultimate Hope caused an incident, death of student council. Feeling that the experiment had failed, Hostpeak expanded, and they will try to implement the Izuru Kamakura project once again. Sure. What the hell, man? Sure. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history at Hostpeak Academy. A case in which 13 members of the student council were murdered by Izuru Kamakura, the Ultimate Hope. The academy, which had a huge blow, concealed the incident, but in the end, the event was spread silently among the students. Eventually, a demonstration of activities of protest were centered on the students of the reserve department. The students of the demonstration activities were centered on the students of the reserve department became radical about Hope's Peak. Ah, there you go. The school began to collapse. The biggest, most awful event, most awful, most tragic event in human history, for real this time. After the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in Hope's Peak Academy, large-scale protests took place centering on the students of the reserve course department. Protests became increasingly violent, accelerating the collapse of Hope's Peak, and many incidents reported through the multiple media broke out in a chain, which not only put Hope's Peak, but also the world itself into despair. And there was a presence behind every incident, the existence of ultimate despair. Ultimate despair. In Hope's Peak Academy, there are those who use their talents for despair. They are the epitome of all hopeless incidents, and their group is called Ultimate Despair, centered in Junko Enoshima, the original Ultimate Despair student. Streets are saying, if I remember my Danganronpa Zero lore, which I don't actually, I never read it, but I absorbed the spoilers through osmosis. Wasn't Junko, if not the ultimate fashionista, like she was also the ultimate analyst, right? I feel like we should explore that route. Danganronpa Zero, got you. Murder class life. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair, prepared a plan to further plunge the world into despair. That was to erase the memories of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, which were recorded as the surviving members, and cause them to kill each other, to have them live in a murder class life. This was in order to input terror, seeing the symbols of hope killing each other. And by gosh, did she do it. The Kisaragi Foundation. The ultimate despair we're looking for. Big day for the unemployed. Hello, Ravenpaw. Oh. Also, big day for the stream, the frames to drop. Hello, Ravenpaw. Welcome to the stream. Oh. Alright. Oh, nope. We're good now? Nope. At the mercy of the frames. Okay, I think we're good now. Hello, Ravenpaw. Welcome to the stream. The frames immediately dropping when I joined. Yeah. Well, big day for the somewhat employed as well. I found out that the trial is actually not 8 hours long. The stream was 8 hours long. The trial itself is anywhere between 6.5 hours to 7 hours long. If it's 6.5 hours, we can do this entire stream today. Not in one go though. So I can stay on until like 3:30, and then I can get back on at 6:30. Any better, not gonna lie. Better than 8 hours, because I can't do 8 hours in one day, but I can do 6.5 hours in one day. I'm hoping the 6.5 hours is where we land with this trial. And not 7 hours, because if it's 7 hours, then we're gonna have to finish the stream tomorrow. I mean, we're gonna have to finish the trial tomorrow. We're gonna have to finish the stream tomorrow. It's 24-hour stream, guys. If it's a 7-hour trial, I'm doing a 24-hour stream. Speedrun this shit. Well, I have to go over the truth bullets, so I'll try my best. The Kisaragi Foundation. The ultimate despair we're looking for people who would support their skills for them. They're asked for aid from the Kisaragi Foundation, which is not widely exposed to the media. However, the Foundation refused and fought against despair. They even thought of threatening the heir of the Foundation, who enrolled in the expansion as the ultimate inventor, which is Yamato, as hostage, but decided to withdraw from their strong resistance. Okay, so they thought about holding Yamato hostage but then they said, fuck that shit, not worth it. Got you. Ultimate Despair agents. Ultimate Despair was made from students of Host Peak Academy, but rarely even among them there are agents working outside of Junko Onishima's eyes. They are called Ultimate Despair agents. Among those agents, those who study as freshmen at Host Peak Academy joined forces, and Junko Onishima gave them a special mission. This is what happened with Akane. I'm riding the theory that Akane met Junko as the Ultimate Maid, got Desperified, and then entered Host Peak Academy as the Ultimate. Wait, no, because she was normal when we went in that flashback at the start, chapter 0. So maybe she met Junko in the middle of the year and then got Desperified. Monokuma in the information processing room. When Monokuma is in the information processing room, sorry, raise them ultimate maids, I swear to God. Lanuge, run that check. Tell Kodaka to give you a check. He stole your flow with Kurumi. He stole your flow word for word. When Monokuma in the information processing room pressed a button, another Monokuma appeared. According to Monokuma, the one in the information processing room is Operator Monokuma, which controls him itself. Does that mean Monokuma only controls Monokuma? What in the world is this thing? Word for word, bar for bar. Monokuma! Oh my god, I don't know if I can do Monokuma's voice. I don't know. Oh my god. I'll explain why in a bit. This is a Monokuma. This is a robot originally created in Tower City. Unfortunate Ultra Despair Girls reference. The high technology, the center of high technology. Its AI was not as good, but it said that it has a personality mixed with humans by equipping it with the artificial intelligence known as Alter Ego. If what he said is true, this alter ego was cloned from Junko Onishima. Also in the information processing room were countless Monokumas that exist that are simply robots. Memory Manipulator. A device capable of removing, modifying, and manipulating memories for a certain period of time. I don't know why I know this fact. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ultra Despair Girls is your favorite game ever? What do you mean? So true. It's my favorite game to such a degree that I don't even own the game. That's how much it's my favorite game. Like, I don't need to play it to know how much I love it. Someone's note, it's Yamato's note. Someone's note, number 1. The content seems like when they entered Host Peak, I think they accidentally heard from someone in the student council that there was a massacre in Host Peak Academy, but they may have heard it wrong, so they said they'll be quiet. Yo, Yamato pre-Killing Game was like the protagonist. I swear to God. And then he entered the Killing Game and just got killed by Monokuma. Someone's note 2. They kept referring to the name Mikako over and over again. Also, it seems that they were using a wiretapping tool to investigate around the school. They said that 13 students from the council were massacred and some members of the council are missing. Someone's notes 3. They witnessed the scene of the student council being murdered. The culprit was a student named Mukuro Ikosaba, the ultimate soldier. They wanted to keep this to themselves because of the fear, yet the academy was in a hurry to cover up the case with the expansion. Later on, by tracking Mukuro Ikosaba, it seems that they realized the existence of Junko Onishima, the true mastermind. I'm telling you, Kisaragi, before he got lobotomized, he was the main character. Look at all this investigation he's doing. Yuki wishes that he could investigate to the degree that Kisaragi did. Someone's note 4. The writer who has stepped too deeply into the dark side of Host Peak Academy is suffering a lot mentally. It seems that Mikako noticed it. Why do you put that in quotes? Yuki, you know damn well who Mikako is. Are we being for real? And they said their father passed away in the note, estimated sometime later. They said they have to go back into their hometown for the funeral and inaugurations. Someone's note 5. The writer said that they'll protect their friends. They also mentioned that the headmaster had heard a shelter, but their words didn't make much sense. It seems to be safer to go to that place with their friends, which is the Kisaragi Foundation. Someone's note 6. They said that they are suspicious, but Mikako tells them to trust in them. Thanks to her, they fought back. Still, a single mistaken judgment could put everyone's lives in danger, and their feelings were vividly wavering. The concept of Mikako being so sociable before she entered the killing game. I need a pre-killing game chapter of Mikako, because her behavior pre-killing game is so different to like when she was in the killing game. The Kisaragi family photo. This is a picture of Kisaragi and Mikako presumed to be from their childhood in the room of the headmaster, and the person behind them is Hanzo Kisaragi, the second representative of the Kisaragi Foundation. She was so happy, right? He seems to be Yamato's father. According to the mastermind's words, it seems that Mikako was brought into the Kisaragi family. If that's true, Mikako knew Kisaragi from the very beginning. Imagine being accused of killing your brother. No one knows he's your brother, except for you. Memory storage device. According to an unidentified message from the computer in the headmaster's office, it appears that there is a machine someone made based on a sample data of a memory manipulation device. It is said to alleviate the damage caused by the memory manipulation device, but it's also said that there could be some side effects, and the small device was made into an insurance. Who was the true identity of this individual? Utsuro. Ah shit, here we go again. Someone said in the headmaster's office, they said that Utsuro must be stopped, but I had no idea who the hell was it or how to stop them. He did not say heck here. Yuki did not say heck here. The person in the computer said he was like a vaccine, but before he could say anything, the screen disappeared. What really was that thing? Alright. Let's get this bread. Trial, start. Oh yeah, Raven Pie, we weren't here for the last stream. They don't show it. We have the most insane view for this courtroom trial, 10-hour stream. We are facing the ocean. We have an ocean view trial. Say what you want about Akane. He knows how to host a final trial. What? Oh, well, I'm sure it's gonna cover this. Well, no. So apparently the building is underground. And we thought we were going like up, up, up. Well, I mean, we were. But floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, and floor 4 are all basement levels. And floor 5 is actually just on the ground. What? Yeah. Yeah. And we went on an elevator to get here, and that's how we got this spiffy ocean view, courtesy of Akane. All right, let me attempt to do the Monokuma voice. Then let's start with the explanation of this final class trial. In this class trial, we'll discuss all the truths of this killing school life. If you uncover the purposes and means of the mastermind, including this killing school life, then the students will be victorious. No Nickelodeon, and they will be able to return home safely through the helicopter waiting outside. However, if you can't figure out all of them, you will receive a harsh punishment, and the survivors will come to 0. Your killing school life comes to an end. Oh, by the way, in this class trial, I'm also participating in the discussion. Please treat me as a student and not a judge. And surely this will be a fair trial? Of course! There will be no such thing as slaughtering in the middle or refusing to admit defeat. Take it easy, not too much. We're going to find the truth and get out of here. Hooray. The survivors being Tsurugi. Okay, wait. I'll do this at the end. I have something for Tsurugi though. The survivors being Tsurugi, Rei, Yuki, and Teruya, crazy combo. I mean, Akane's still alive, but realistically, she's getting unbelievably killed, right? Like horrifically killed by the end of this. Oh fuck! I gave him the Nagito voice. Hey, Maeda. I'm sorry, but not everyone will. My survivors, bruh. Don't forget, we have to punish those guys who made us do this and took the lives of innocents. Oh, I'm so scared. Well, if you win, I won't stop you no matter what you do. Why does he sound so confident? He looks suspicious too. I'm not confident at all. There's nothing suspicious. Actually, I'm not sure if you have to go this far, but Miss Akane wants this. Monokuma-sama, please don't tease them too much. Is everything in order now? Ah, okay, Miss Akane Musher. Miss Tyra Musher? That both sound weird. What the fuck is this nickname you have for her? Well, now you guys, let's discuss the truth now. Akane. I mean, she's still alive. Avon Paul, you got that? She's still alive. The discussion for the truth. A class trial to uncover the truth of all the events has begun. She's still low-key a diva, though? This is true. What? We investigated this time, and based on everything we experienced so far, let's find out the reasons as much as possible, and we must win. I'll punish the evil mastermind. He's talking about Akane, by the way. And get out of here alive with my friends. But if you seriously ask us to discuss the truth, confused on where to start? I thought you would be, so I prepared a question from my side. Question? It's not a discussion about a murder case, and the number of people is small, so I think it's better than talking randomly. Basically, you will answer the question I ask, and I will tell you on the spot whether the answer is correct. If you answer each question in this way, won't you be able to reach the truth? Akane Yuki, we're so doomed. Mind you, I want to know, is Memory Wipe Akane still Akane? Because I think it's really interesting that there was a version of herself that feared this exact scenario of of not being able to confess before something bad happened. But like, I can't imagine this version of Akane having that fear. So that's what I want to know. Is this like, was she already like this from the start and Junko just kind of like gave her permission to like be this despairful? Or did Junko Junkify her when she made contact with her? That's what I want to know personally. It's not a bad plan. Start whenever you like. Okay, so the first question goes like this. The identity of this place, where we are now. This is the most basic fact that's connected to the truth. What's the Kisaragi building? Right? The identity of this place is Flash Anagram. She just solved the mystery. Oh, this is the one that's not translated, right? Oh my god, look at Kadena's portrait. It's so sad. Okay, wait. This is the one that's not translated. YouTube. That's hilarious. They did her so dirty. Oh my god. That's all low, bro. Alright. Oop, oh, nope. I've scrolled too far. Chapter 6, Final Trial. What the hell is this? This off-brand Pokemon game. Off-brand Pokemon in my YouTube ad. What is this? Okay. Actually, this is good. This is what I need. Okay, so the first. Oh wait, I'll wait. What? Oh, okay. So it's like a 3 with a stick. A backwards 3 with a stick. It's you. How do we do this again? Oh yeah. Okay. Hello? Okay. The next one is a V with a stick. No, it's a sideways T. It is a triangle without a base with a sideways. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. And then we have a 2 with a sideways T again. This is how I imagine how coding feels like. Oh, fuck. Where art thou? Where art thou? 2. Why is this blue? Okay. and then J with a stick right here. Oh, J with a stick. I see blue is even more health, and then we have an O. Okay, I think there's nothing else that looks like an O here, so it's fuck. As long as I get that, we're good. Oh, I don't know why I keep. Oh, there you go. 1,000 IQ. I just tab into the YouTube chat, and then I'll just put the game over there. I don't have to stop every 2 seconds. I got there eventually. Oh. Hello? Oh my god. Oh? Okay. And then it's this. Okay. Yeah! Peak gameplay. So true. Still better than the second game's Hangman's Gambit, though. What do you mean 60 points? Whatever, man. Yeah, at any of the place we are now. At first, everyone believed it was Hospi Academy, but that wasn't true. The identity is a laboratory owned by the Kisaragi Foundation. The exact name is the third Kisaragi laboratory. The board near the entrance was almost erased, so I couldn't read properly, but it seems that it was a research center mainly for software and brain research. What's even more surprising is the fact that this lab is not located in the central city, but is located on an island surrounded by a sea on all sides. We're on an island? Oh! Danganronpa 2, goodbye despair mention! We moved to a place like this without our knowledge. Look at that view. Yeah, the view beyond the 5th floor door that I saw when I investigated it, it was definitely shocking. I didn't know whether or not it was Hospi Academy, but I would have never guessed it to be this far. Every time Suru comes up now, I cannot laugh. Fucking Nagito. Damn, and the fact you guys know that means the door to the outside has been opened. Well, except for the fact that it was an island and the exact name. I had already predicted this a long time ago. Okay, right. Sure. Immediately after leaving the ballroom, Ray explained it to us. Well, I also made some guesses based on the traces of the Kisaragi Foundation everywhere and the research facilities that cannot have been seen as school facilities, although there was no corroboration. Nagito's voice makes me like him just a little more, not gonna lie. Host? This is gonna sound so fucking crazy. Host Suicide Tsurugi is actually so much more of a vibe than Suicide Tsurugi. Like that bullet to his head actually made him mellow out in the best way possible, you know. Never thought I would utter that. I never thought I would utter that sentence. Yeah, the door to the outside. That door on the 5th floor reminded me of the structure of this building. The place we thought it was the 5th floor was actually the 4th basement floor. The place we thought was the 5th floor was actually the first real floor, connected to the ground. I remember before coming here, after Kinji found Maki's phone, it was only natural that it came out of range from the signal. Right, because you were in the underground. Yo, Kinji, you will always be famous. We were talking about you in the 6th trial. You died 3 chapters ago. It was in the middle of an unknown sea, and the place we tried to call it at the time was the 1st floor of the student dormitory. Kinji mentioned, oh my god, we miss you every day, King. Meaning the 4th floor basement. Woohoo! That's the right answer. This is the 3rd Kisaragi research lab. I think it was a facility built for artificial intelligence. I have Kisaragi to blame for AI. And the Kisaragi Foundation was around here. It seemed that it was neglected for a long time because it was gradually declined since the second CEO took over, and it has become obsolete. Oh, and the structure is also correct, but to be precise, it's not a 1-story building. it's been in a bit of a remodeling right now. Isn't this courtroom an observatory that's about a 4-story high? Originally, there was an elevator going up only. How do you know so much about the subject even though you're not a person from the Kisaragi Foundation? Well, I mean, if she was able to stage an entire killing game in the facility... I'm gonna let this one comment slide, Ray, but you're better than that. It's not that surprising, because I know that much. Oh, okay, never mind. No, you guys originally knew. Past sense? That means... Don't diss him, huh? Kisaragi himself... Oh, Kisaragi himself informed us. I'm telling you, pre-killing game an AU where we play as Kisaragi with Mikako as our support. Cook. The one who brought us here in the first place. Heyo! Tsurugi-sama, stop! Leave it until there. Even if your memories have returned to you alone, don't go too far. The game won't be fun, right? Wait, T, right? Game. Don't make me laugh, you rotten bitch. That's crazy. Even I guess this is kind of a little bit more warranted. At least you aren't holding the fact that she killed in self-defense against her. This is actually her mastermind the deaths of 11 of their friends. Quick maths. Wasn't you who told me my ban was lifted when I arrived to the trial? Besides, this isn't a trial in a murder case. It's just a trial that uncovers the truth. The sense of a game is to be enjoyed alone. No, this is entertainment. Didn't I tell you? Originally, I could have disposed all of you without having to do this, but I only gave you a chance to tell me the truth through my promise of them and entertainment. You have to obey the rules and have a sound trial on both sides. And if you don't follow the rules, it's no fun, you know. Are you threatening me right now? I would love to see how... I mean, Monokuma. Never mind. This is a joke! If that's the case, this ain't a fair trial anymore, is it? I'm doing this for you. You see, there are people who get confused when Tsurugi-sama goes too far ahead. Tsurugi. Actually went to Tsurugi. It can't be. Kisaragi brought us here with the Kisaragi Foundation, huh? Here he is, and he is just as confused as I said. Don't forget, this is a class trial. It's important to clear up with order and agree with everyone's opinion. And floating around that memory of yours alone is like claiming that you found the culprit without any clues and just went around cheating. I don't mean to take her side, but I like to ask this from my side as well. I sometimes wonder how far the truth can be reached only with the information we found out. Alright, if you're stuck, don't hesitate to ask for help. Because there must be information that only the one who has regained their memory knows. That's all. Let's go slow, because there's still plenty of time here. So how far did we go? You are only told that this place was actually the Kisaragi Research Lab, Miss Akane. The other reason why this trial is 7 hours long, bro. Hilariously, in both instances where the trial overstayed its welcome, in Chapter 4 it was because Tsurugi was being incredibly difficult for no reason, and the trial could have ended if not for Tsurugi. The same thing's happening here. The trial could have ended because we have Tsurugi right there, but this time the person who's holding that up is Akane. But in both cases, Tsurugi could have ended the trial like in 2 seconds. That's right, this is the 3rd Kisaragi Research Lab. It's not Hope's Peak Academy. Then why are you, the students of Hope's Peak, at this research center in the middle of the sea? Because we wanted to try out for the Little Mermaid. Under the sea, where it is wetter, where it is better, take it. Oh my god, I've been watching someone play Kingdom Hearts. Why do I want to get Kingdom Hearts now? there's a Steam sale going on, and the financially responsible side on me is like, yo, you just bought Resident Evil 3, chill out. However, the part of me that says, holy shit, a bunch of sales are like 70% off is like, I kind of want to indulge. Possible Kingdom Hearts playthrough after Resident Evil. Imagine if you delay Resident Evil 3 for Kingdom Hearts. I feel like I delayed Resident Evil 3 enough. I was supposed to play that before this patch. I'll get to Resident Evil 3. But I don't know. Maybe Kingdom. I'm suffering. maybe after Resident Evil, because I don't know when 2x2 is coming out, but I definitely want to sneak in the second game, another game before 2x2. But I don't want to finish this and then go straight. So I think what I'll do is, after I finish this, I'll do Resident Evil, and then after Resident Evil I'll do 2x2, and then after 2x2 I'll do Kingdom Hearts. That way, if 2x2 comes out, then I can. It's really short. I'm used to speedrunning, but it's simply shorter than the other games. Oh, okay. Then maybe, I don't know. I should not. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the schedule. Baldur's Gate. I've actually been modding the hell out of Baldur's Gate, and I think, out of all my various fuck ups with the mods, I've been installing crazy amount of mods. Actually, I've come to the realization that maybe I should just go back to Leon's save, unironically. So I don't know. Baldur's Gate might return. We stopped at a really nice point because we just finished clearing the Goblin camp. We're still in Act 1, but that was like the midway point of Act 1. So I might pick it up again. Please. Whether it's a game or entertainment, we're also getting to know them. Somehow I feel like this is predetermined. The reason why we're in the lab. Shift Z, use the truth bullets. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you, game. It was one of the classroom, maybe? I don't remember this, to be honest. Why are you here? Last time we had before, you're imprisoned here. It was the day of the self-introductory at the entrance ceremony. Yes, so you've been erased from memories after that. But common sense, they only remove certain memories. Such a method can't exist, right? Oh, fuck, it's this. Memory manipulator. Okay, it's that. Believe in faith and trust and common sense. Okay, I got it. Is it this? And Turia says, okay, I was originally going to say, oh, I read that wrong. Okay, so I was right. Yuki, you fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I was right. You just confused me. I blame Yuki for that. That was not me. As I shown, I actually kind of went to this first. Kinji has a cross. Kinji has a cross. Look at Akane for the final trial made everyone look spiffy. Look at his little cross portrait. Some kind of machine. Wouldn't it be possible if you use something like that? Machine? What machine? Drew talk about you every day? That, I'm not quite sure. A machine capable of removing, modifying, manipulating memories for a certain period of time. Maybe. Ah! Oh yeah, you missed it, Ravenpaw, but Yuki started kind of bugging out during the last investigation. I don't know. He just does that sometimes now. What's wrong, Maeda? I mean, what's wrong, Maeda? Nothing. I just felt dizzy. Anyway, wouldn't it be possible to erase our memories using such a machine? Even if you say it was a machine, what kind of machine is it? A transforming machine. Heyo, Transformers! Are you talking about Fantasies, Yuki? Have you ever seen it? Well, clearly something happened, because you have Akane Tsurugi as living proof that something happened to your memories. So, like, somehow I just... Huh? Why? Why did I naturally think that this was correct? Are you okay? You seem nervous. Do you not feel well? That's some ooey goo. It's not that. I was just saying my thoughts. There's no proof. If there's any confirmation, there is Maeda. Huh? As Yuki said, there is a machine capable of wiping our memories. Yeah? Really? You guys don't know because you lost that memory. I saw it in my hazy consciousness just before I lost my memory. A gigantic mechanical device that swells up in my head. Was that maybe the huge shadow behind the information processing room? I can't say for sure because it was dark, but I think that's probably true. What's certain is that the mastermind clearly used a memory erasing device, as Yuki said. I'm surprised. I didn't think there's really a machine like that. If it wasn't for Tsurugi's testimony, I'm sure I wouldn't believe it. What else could... Man, Teruya... Yeah, it's surprising, but rather than that machine, it's more surprising that Yuki mentioned it. Huh? You don't usually think of such absurd thoughts first, do you? Still, you answered right away without thinking of any other possibility. It's very amazing. That's... well... I'm not sure. Somehow I just thought first, when something like that came out, it made me dizzy. Maybe your memories are slowly coming back. That could be my true hope. Sorry, it's like a parasite. His memories are coming back? If my memory is correct, that woman, Akane Taira, did that. That machine was still in the prototype stage, so there are some uncertainties. My memory came back, but not in perfect state. Is that right? Well, the chatter seems to be getting a bit long, but anyway, that's the truth. The one I used for you is called a memory manipulation device. Since there's no official name for it, in the past, a machine was used by a certain student while improving it. Junko? Junko? I was also taken over, so I didn't know the details of this part. I'm feeling a bit squeamish, but I can keep going. The reason we were brought to the Kisaragi lab must have something to do with that erased memory. Wait, there's something I like to know before that. To be able to manipulate memories, Akane Taira, did you erase your own memories? Explain. Yeah? There's still doubt, but at the end of the class trial, you said something out of context. It was hard days to live without thinking about them. She's talking about Yuki. Even in her despair mode, she still actually likes Yuki. Besides, Monokuma said, "Are you back?" It feels like her personality completely changed since she's been acting so far. I can't explain that kind of purpose, erasing your own memories. The only problem is that if that happens to be part of the plan, the future becomes unclear as a result for the mastermind. I was going to explain this a little later, but I guess it can't be helped. As Ray just said, I erased my own memories. Did we need confirmation about that? You crashed out when Tsurugi came back and said, "Your ultimate despair." Was that really it? You don't have any idea, do you? I don't know what your purpose is, but if you erase your own memories, you won't even know your original purpose, right? Is that really your hope? That's because, in the first place, my memory had nothing to do with the purpose. Just as my memory is back now, I've also preferred the key word to get my memory back, just in case. Well, that's how it roughly happened. I'm done with my story. We're going to finish talking about me, right? Still, she really erased her own memories. You know what? One hell of a commitment. I tip my hat to Akane. Junko! Well, I guess Mukuro. But still, they didn't do all that for their killing game. I don't need to talk about Tsurugi. We pretend Tsurugi doesn't exist. Still, she really erased our memories. That's why she used the expression, "This is the real me." But I don't know why. What's the benefit of doing such a thing? Why did I do that? If you look closely, my memories don't really matter to me. It would be bothersome to consider a number of issues later. If you've forgotten where you're supposed to be talking, I'll help. Erasing memories is the aftermath of using a memory manipulation device. And I said that those lost memories have something to do with why you're here. Noisy. If you don't say anything, I know. Even if you don't say anything, I know. Anyways, when we woke up, the fact that we were in Hope's Academy or the Kisaragi lab means that we were already in this place before we lost our memories. That's the way it is, isn't it? Then, isn't something weird? If we hadn't been kidnapped, I don't think we would have come to such a strange place just because we were crazy. No, maybe the premise that this is a strange place is wrong. What? Because we were escaping from the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Did you say a while ago that they did some remodeling? In other words, it was possible that this Kisaragi lab was modified to imprison us from the beginning. It's not a possibility, it's about being right. Isn't it crazy that the lab looks like a school? Besides, the surveillance cameras equipped with guns and various machines we saw at the time of execution can only be... Wait. We've had our memories wiped. Twice. Something to that effect, right? Because the Mikako that we saw at the beginning of the game, if we're working on the... if we're working under the premise of we arrived at Hope's Peak, and then we had our memory wiped, and then we woke up in the Kisaragi lab, that wouldn't make sense as to why Mikako, even in that beginning intro, she was not her cheerful, happy-go-lucky self. So what I think is, to escape the tragedy, Kisaragi brought everyone to the lab, and he's like, yo, on God, y'all gotta forget this shit, because if we remember this shit, it's gonna be crazy. And then I guess everyone was like, cook. And then we introduced ourselves, and then afterwards we got Akane did her Akane thing. Oh, because her trigger word is despair. So maybe when Kisaragi, when Kisaragi was doing his research stuff, he was like, I wonder which one of y'all are evil. And then Akane just triggered back, and she's like, aha, my master plan. Now I'm going to take over and memory wipe you all again. Trust, that's what happened. Not only that, we've always been suspicious of the Kisaragi Foundation because the place we went to was the Kisaragi Foundation's lab. On the contrary, the Kisaragi Foundation might have been the ones protecting us. No, but it's not just speculation. Many clues have already been found. Just as we heard from Tsurugi, Kisaragi was originally a classmate. Contrary to what we thought, he may have been in position to fight against the master. Oh, shit. Alright, Teruya. Wait a minute, Yuki. Are you getting too ahead of yourself? Teruya, is there something you want to object to? Of course, I did my own investigation too. I mean, I've been trying to do my own reasoning, but looking at what we found, I can't believe the Kisaragi Foundation is innocent. Brother, did you not look at the computers? It practically spelled out that they were on our side. That's what I believe. If I'm wrong, then please convince me with no doubts left. This isn't a matter of reasoning, it's just, are you media literate or not? Like, are you literate? It said, yeah, the player is pressing the Z key. Shift key, got you. Oh fuck, I think I missed it. No. Aha! I didn't miss it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. First try, first try. Actually, can you guess who was Akane's favorite members? Tsurugi got a cross, Mikako's little thing right here, and then you see like Mitch just having an X. Wait, honestly, so fair. So fair on Mitch, honestly. And Kizuna. The way that Akane has a vested interest of doing both Mitch and Kizuna so dirty, and then afterwards you see that Kinji got a special portrait. Where's... Oh, I guess I need to see Satsuki's. Hurry, that's not it. The Kisaragi Foundation support the Mastermind. There's evidence of the computers in the electrical room on the second floor of the dormitory. Just as you said, the Mastermind singled out the Kisaragi Foundation, but the Foundation refused to cooperate and fought against them. I know that too, but that only means they couldn't cooperate voluntarily. Maybe they were forced to follow them, right? Well, not for nothing, but you started to sound like Tsurugi there, because if they followed them under duress, then morally speaking, that also contained contents that they threatened to take their successors as hostage. Yeah, and was Yamato hostage? Teruya? This is you say Teruya, but didn't you read the end? It's clearly written there that they were going to keep their hands off from the Kisaragi Foundation considering the profits and losses. In addition, there's another reason why the Mastermind doesn't need to seek help from the Kisaragi Foundation, because they got the Toa help. Toa. Chia. Yep, this one. That's because the Mastermind has already received cooperation other than the Kisaragi Foundation. A different source. I heard it from the display in the information processing room, but there was an information about Monokuma. According to the information, the place where Monokuma was made was in Toa City from Toa Group, a robot built with technology. Y'all think Kazuichi, being the ultimate mechanic, helped with that, or was that just not in his area of expertise? Toa. Unlike the Kisaragi Foundation, no one knows about them. I don't believe it either, but it was mentioned carefully because they got a cooperation of the Toa Group and there was no need to threaten or seek help of the Kisaragis. I can't believe it, there's several chain stores subtracted to Toa City and Otori Mart. I'm sorry, but what Maeda-sama said is true. We have no contact with the Kisaragi Foundation. All the necessary technology was lent by the Toa Group. I'm Monica. Who's Monica? Don't worry about it. Toa, I miss them. Lanuge. Be for real. No one misses Toa. No one misses Toa. So there's nothing strange about that. So there's nothing strange about saying that the Kisaragi Foundation was actually the one who protected us. Well, wait then, all the evidence for those claims is that Akane prepared, right? There's a possibility that everything was manipulated. Yeah, but she said she wanted a fair trial. And I know how that sounds, but like, we deadass don't have any evidence to the contrary, so we're kind of forced to believe that's fair. That is not likely. Huh? How many times did I tell you that this trial is fair? Besides, there's no benefit for us doing that. Us. Who us? At the start, I said that this trial itself was like a bonus stage, but if you keep suspecting and doubting, it'll get difficult, won't it? I don't know about the Toa Group. I mean, I feel like someone with this voice is related. But anyways, I can attest that the Kisaragi Foundation is innocent. You don't have anything to worry about. Okay, let's just say the Kisaragi Foundation was on the side of the Mastermind. But if not, then why are we in their laboratory? Teruya, honest to God, shut the fuck up. What type of investigation did you do? Like I'm being so dead ass. What type of investigation did you do that you literally have no idea what's going on? What does the Kisaragi Foundation have to do with us being here in the first place? If it's not for the Mastermind, why are they related to us? That's obvious. That wasn't just only one point of contact between us and the Kisaragi Foundation, wasn't it? He was a freshman in the 79th class of Host Academy, just like us. The existence of Yamato Kisaragi. When Kisaragi showed up after we lost our memories, I was so mentally withdrawn that I couldn't meet him properly. Brother, you were in a coma, and then you tried to kill yourself, and then you entered a coma again. So, I mean, there was no mental withdrawal here. You were either in a coma, suicidal, or in a coma. Those were your 3 states in Chapter 5. But from what I've heard, he was so unstable that he couldn't communicate properly. At this point, of course, I think all of you will know, but Kisaragi never had such a handicap when he was in school. Before he lost his memory, he was rather a leader and a lively guy, more than anyone else. He was him. Damn. What happened to that guy who got in such a state? I don't know that either. Maybe it was the aftermath of the amnesia. No, hold on. I know that Kisaragi was a classmate and all, but that's all there is to it. It's not even my family, but his whole family was associated to us? Family? Looking back, it seems that there was a student who was more than just a classmate with Kisaragi and was very close. I must have found clues related to the clue is, yeah. Again, imagine being accused of killing your brother, knowing damn well you're innocent. No one knows that he's actually your brother, and you have no way to prove your innocence. Bro, I would pull the same shit that Mikako did. I'm sorry, Yuki. I'm throwing you clean under the bus. You got me fucked up. Juria, what if I said there was really a family-like relationship connection? What do you mean? Didn't you see the headmaster's office? The picture of the Kisaragi's childhood. That family picture? Of course I saw it. What about it? Well, did you see who was in it? The girl who was photographed there is Mikako. Sacre bleu. That was Mikako. Why are you surprised? If you just look at the girl, it's her, isn't it? No, but she's too different, isn't she? I can't even imagine seeing Mikako smiling sprite like that. Okay, so even if that's true, you knew only her as like a 16-year-old. This is clearly like 7-year-old Mikako. Why are you assuming that she would be emo all her life? That's certainly true. No matter what memory loss is, the Mikako we know today was dark and gloomy student. But she was clearly younger. Originally, seeing the photo for the first time, I wouldn't have been convinced that the girl in the picture was actually Mikako. But I think it was Mikako without any doubt. Oh yeah, well, you saw him. Was it because I saw something like that in my dream? But it must have been a dream. At least to me, I had never seen Mikako like this. Still, why? Tell them that it's you. Oh. It's not unreasonable for you to think that way. But like I said before, Mikako had a very bright personality. And just like Maeda said, Kisaragi was like a family. No, they were a family. I spoke directly to Maeda-sama about this. Mikako-sama lost her family when she was young and was abandoned in the streets. The Kisaragis who found her adopted her and raised her by their people. Hanzo Kisaragi, the president of the Kisaragi Foundation at the time, and Yamato Kisaragi's father, can be said to be a father to Mikako too. Likewise, so do y'all think in her motive video she saw Hanzo? And if Yamato was part of the group from the start, would y'all think that Akane was lazy enough to make that both their motive videos? Because that would be like an effective video for the both of them, would it not? They must have been like siblings. Well, looking at the two of them normally, it seems that Kisaragi-sama, you are his younger brother. Isn't that right, Tsurugi-sama? Wait. Can I get a... Likewise, to Kisame, they must have been siblings. Alright. Looking at the two of them normally, it seems like to Kisaragi-sama, you're his younger brother. What? Yo, Tsurugi got adopted by Kinji before he died, like 2 seconds before he died. Tsurugi somehow also got adopted by Yamato. Don't talk to me so casually, you criminal bitch. As for the other students, I don't know, but to Kisaragi, Mikako was family. Mikako's reaction to Kisaragi Foundation was proof of that. So you're saying the Kisaragi Foundation really protected us. There's a reason for that, but this is all I can say. During our school life, we all had a close relationship. So I think that even if someone other than Kisaragi, we would have supported each other. Because there are a lot of people who are hurt and hungry for love. All you need is love. You are the exception. I hate myself for speaking kind to you in the past. Brother, you never spoke kindly to her. Don't kid yourself. There are clues that the Kisaragi Foundation protected us, but would it be okay to hold for a minute before that? As Tsurugi said earlier that that Mikako was originally like that, like Kisaragi that had a bright personality. Those two, he was never kind to her, right? Those two, they probably didn't have their own memories erased properly. Oh. Huh? I thought about that too. In the case of Mikako, she even tried to tell us about their mastermind in her last moments. I thought that it was a blurred memory why they didn't tell us the truth at first. Why were they a special exception? Well, I don't know. Guess it. Okay, so Tsurugi said that the memory wipe thingy was a prototype and there could be side effects. So do we think that Yamato and Mikako experienced side effects? That Mikako used to really know everything. But how? I have a feeling that something is coming up in my mind. Let's talk about this with everyone and think about it more deeply. His notes? Someone's notes for... Hi man, I don't remember the notes individually. Are we being for real? You expect me to remember the notes individually? I think it's that though. I'm like 90% sure it's that. Strike Foundation. Kuma. The writer who stepped. Oh yeah. I didn't even have to read it. Yeah, it's just that one. Why couldn't the memories of those two be erased? Did you prefer something in advance? Yeah, it's that. Nice. No? Okay, why isn't this translated? I would like to know. I guess this is because Akane prepare something in advance, right? If the memory wasn't erased, it would be strange for them to not speak up at all. Oh fuck! I did not read that sentence. I'm throwing. I'm sorry. Why would Tsurugi say that though? Tsurugi, are you being for real? Are they on the mastermind side? If you really stay quiet, then maybe the two of them are... Eh? You're gonna be here. It was a joke. Such a chance doesn't exist. It's not the notes? Fuck. I thought it was the notes. All of us were wiped out cleanly, but Mikako and Kisaragi were not erased. Is it possible that they only had their memories not taken? If it's possible, what method did they use? It's referred that our memories were erased by a machine called a memory manipulation device. This way not be effective machine might be possible. Is it not the notes? What was... I forgot. What were the two things? Okay, not stop debate. Cook for me. Ultimate to spare memory storage. When did we Alright. Yeah. Got you. Aha! I got it. Look at that. All it took was for me to lose 3 hearts. A memory storage device. What? A device that minimizes the damage of the memory manipulator based on samples of memory manipulation devices. Mikako and Kisaragi used that machine, didn't they? What is that thing? Was it something you just imagined about? It's the first time I've heard of such information. Maeda, where'd you learn this? In the headmaster's computer. After the investigation was over, as I was going down to the first floor, I found that the computer had turned on. Someone's voice in the computer told me about the storage device. That's something I don't trust. I also checked the computer of the headmaster, but it was in a state where the power was not being supplied at all. You said it turned on when you heard someone's voice. Are you sure it wasn't a dream? Well, even if it was a dream, as long as Akane confirms this, which she will, does it really matter? I don't believe it either. There's that such a machine exists, but I didn't hear it wrong. I'm sure the computer's voice told me that information. And besides, there's another thing. Oh! Hello? Yuki, you good, buddy? Huh? Yuki, are you okay? It sounds like you're wobbling. Yeah, discussion comes first. I'm not certain, but could this information explain that Mikako and Kisaragi memories were still intact? That said, I think it's too much to fit in. Oh, he's gonna die? Nah, never that, never that, never that. My goat never dies. That's right, I called Yuki my goat. You don't get the protagonist's POV and not be considered the goat. No need to worry, Ray. I mean, no need to worry, Ray. The information Maeda said is probably true. Is it really? I think Kisaragi vaguely mentioned it. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but if he had preparing for this memory erasure since then. Alright, I think we've come to a rough conclusion. Mikako-sama and Kisaragi-sama were able to avoid complete amnesia by using the memory storage device. You're going to admit it right away? It's actually a little early, but it doesn't really matter. Moreover, the trial cannot proceed when there's a difference in opinion. Kisaragi-sama didn't know how to do it, but he made a similar device based on the data he obtained on the memory manipulation device. It was a device that could resist the amnesia, and that's what made him kind of not stable. Wait, Kisaragi made a device to resist amnesia. Does that mean he knew you guys would erase our memories? Why is that? If he knew, why did only those two use the memory storage device? Hey, not for nothing, dog, but if I was in Kisaragi's shoes, same thing. Respectfully, am I gonna prioritize the safety of my sister, or am I gonna prioritize the safety of, or am I gonna go the extra mile and try to help other people, 2 of which I suspect to be doing some stupid evil shit and jeopardize this entire plan? Yeah, I'm gonna help my sister. Y'all have fun though. I'll talk about that a little later. Could you please stop cutting into the chase? Anyways, using that device, Mikako-sama and Kisaragi-sama didn't lose their memories as you might expect. But because it was made hastily and was just a wild product, the side effects were present in the device. Side effects? That's right, the voice inside the computer said that there may be side effects. And this side effect was so fatal that it could not be ignored. That side effect is called speech disorders. Why did she say it like that? Well, maybe it is, I guess. It was Kisaragi-sama who made the machine in the first place, and there's only 2 of them who used it. I'm not a genius, so I don't really know much about machines and stuff. There was that too. Mikako's strange speech was low, with a few words, and Kisaragi's strange language was odd. There's a side effect of the memory storage. Besides, the side effects don't end there. There seems to be individual differences, but the 2 of them had a few more. Mikako-sama, for instance, dynamic emotional change, and Kisaragi-sama lost his personality. Dynamic emotional change. What'd that mean? So then, what Tsurugi said that Mikako was originally a bright person, It's true, Mikako-sama was such a bright person even in class. Joy, sadness, anger, love, all of her emotions were incapable of expressing themselves due to the side effects. Then Kisaragi. Monokuma-sama said there was an abnormality in his brain. That was the side effect. The original cheerful personality was gone, and his personality was twisted as if he had... Whoa. That's a machine that prevents amnesia, but makes people's emotions and personality disappear. I mean... This was clearly an unintended side effect. Oh, what did she say? Akane, sure. Side effects be damned. The fact that Kisaragi was able to make a machine that prevents amnesia, he could have, in this universe, goated device. Goated inventions that if he had time to work out, like, the side effects, millionaire in the making, I'm telling you. And how could be helped? It could be helped for all of Makoto's class. That help listening to people doing shorts is crazy because look over my screen for me to see some crazy shit. That could help Makoto's class. That could help Hajime with his Izuru Kamakura shit. That could help all the remnants of the spirits, to be honest, to revert back to themselves. And I guess to a very less extent, V3, assuming that literally everything Danganronpa related became reality in the V3 universe, I would imagine this game became reality. Like this game, like this fan game, would have been like part of the Danganronpa universe too. In which case, Suichi, Mahi, and Himiko, if someone played this game and they're like, yo, 1000 IQ, you know? But there were so many unknown things about the human brain. Wait, it's strange for something like this to happen. Kisaragi returned to normal for a brief moment, and Mikako also spoke more at the final trial. Not sure about that either. If you think about the headaches Mikako-sama often felt, they were probably the pain of burning your own head. Yeah. She must have overcome the side effects to do it. That's what I can guess. You all remember? The two of them were complaining about headaches when trying to remember something at an important moment. Why? Never mind. Fuck what I said 2 seconds ago. Do not ignore the side effects. That was the aftermath of forcing you to ignore the side effects? I can't 100% prove it though, but I can be sure of... But this I can be sure of. The pain continues to happen when you keep ignoring the warnings of the side effects. Your body sends you, and if you don't obey the commands the brain sends to you... Splat! That's what they said. The brain cells that could not overcome their host would make them dead in the end. They said? Who said that to you? Kisaragi. Well, I eavesdropped there. Akane mastered... I swear to God, if she was not the ultimate main, Akane very well could have been like the ultimate, like... what's it called? Stakeout. Yeah. She could have been the ultimate stakeout person, because she'd be moving stealthily. Then when Mikako suddenly sped up blood and died, the fact that Kisaragi exploded on his own, you mean that was because of that? Kisaragi exploded on his own. I thought Monokuma did something. You mean to tell me this man became conscious and stabilized for 2 seconds and exploded because of it? I thought the explosion was something that Monokuma did. What do you mean he exploded? Mikako's death was certainly so unnatural, her hair suddenly bursting from the inside without any signs. It was the aftermath of the side effects. If your memories were fine until a while ago, why would you now want to say anything to them? You might think that, but it's actually the other way around. Mikako always tried too hard to tell the truth every minute, every second. In the aftermath of amnesia, the memories related to our school life came to come out of her voice. My god, it must have been a horrible headache just thinking about it. You must have seen a lot of Mikako-sama's headaches from time to time. Why did you do that? If you haven't tried to recall her memory and tried to tell the truth, she wouldn't have felt the pain, right? Oh, she's talking directly to Rei. Rei was pressing her every second they were in the room. Such a thing. Damn it, Mikako. Yes, that was it. Because Mikako was nice and kind, that anybody else she tried. Oh my god. She tried to do it for everyone. Apart from Mikako, what happened to Kisaragi? You said her brain was overheating, but Kisaragi died with a hole in his chest. Wasn't this someone's intention? Right, I think I know the cause. Kisaragi's chest was destroyed like a bomb exploded, and there was information about the strange device that is assumed to be the cause of this outcome. Is it not? No? Is there a detonator?
Hello.
Okay, sure. I don't remember that. The voice in the computer I heard about the strange device added one thing. The voice also mentioned side effects. In order to prepare any possible side effects, they said they made a small detonator that explodes with an external signal. A detonator? There was so much noise that I couldn't understand anything, but they told someone to kill them if anything happened as a result of the side effects. I was unconscious at the time of Kisaragi's death, so I don't know if what Maeda said is true, but I think the voice in that computer was Kisaragi himself. Well, yes. Wait a minute, but Kisaragi's dead, right? Must have been pre-recorded, or something like that. It's a clue that Akane Taira left to investigate anyways. No, to be honest, I needed this information. Hey, W. Kisaragi managed to sneak in some info in the last second. That's what I said, didn't I? I think it might be a little early for this. What? Then how did Maeda hear this? It wouldn't be a lie to hear the exact words. Well, it doesn't matter, right? It's not a big deal. Anyways, just as Maeda-sama said, Kisaragi-sama made a detonator, installed it on himself and Mikako-sama on purpose. Who blew him up then? At the time, they were not sure about the side effects, so they literally put insurance on them. From here on, I'll explain. Tsurugi said I was the one who killed Kisaragi after the trial. But in truth, the culprit was actually Mikako. Oh. Oh. So it was a suicide pact. It was... It was literally a suicide pact. That's cool. In which case... What was up with Mikako during that trial then? The detonator was made by Kisaragi, but it was Miss Mikako who installed it. Since Kisaragi was killed by the bomb Miss Mikako mounted, the culprit was her all along. What the? That's nonsense. No, it may sound far-fetched, but if you follow the rules of the class trial, then the bomb is the weapon. If Mikako was the one who installed the weapon, then the culprit would naturally be Mikako. That's the conclusion of the story. You fools, I never lied. Question is, who detonated the bomb? It clearly said that the detonator explodes with an external signal to kill them, meaning the bomb doesn't explode until it gets a signal. Huh? That's... Even if it was Mikako who stalled the bomb, if it was someone else who set the detonation signal, wouldn't the theory of Mikako being the culprit be a little strange? That was... Don't be fooled by the past. I'm done talking about this now. Oh, so you did kill him. Okay. You still don't even know why you're in the Kisaragi Foundation, so hurry up and discuss. Monokuma-sama, the gallery's getting tired, so just shut up. Damn. How's it feel to get fucking chastised by your boss? Still, there's some truth in Monokuma-sama. The topic of conversation was increasingly related to the last incident. I told you a few times, Kisaragi-sama's murder case is nothing, so please forget about it. Rather, what you're supposed to do is find out the truth of this killing school life, right? So, did you find out why you joined the Kisaragi laboratory? Change the subject, huh? But what she said is true. In any case, in order to win and escape from this trial, we need to know the overall backgrounds. Also, I do not know anything that happened in the last case, so I want to feel important. Now, let's figure it out step by step, starting with what's in front of us. Yeah, you even said that the Kisaragi Foundation was on the side of the mastermind, right? Still, if they're good and Kisaragi reading is so fundamental. The successor of the foundation was our classmate, and we know that Mikako was part of Kisaragi's foundation family. There's really now a way to know exactly what happened and why we're in this situation. No, Teruya, that's not necessarily the case. To answer that woman's question, we started discussion with the Kisaragi Foundation, but there were clear clues about the situation before we lost our memories. You lie! Where was that? You really are an idiot till no end. Did you even do your investigation? Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Thank you. Are you wearing your eyes for decoration? No, if you're like that, your brain is the problem. Just die. This is frustrating already. Okay, Ray. I didn't say all that. Thank you, Ma. Ah! It's been a while since you poured a complete set of venomous swords. There's no need to say something so harshly. Calm down. I can answer it if it's frustrating. Because the clue for everyone to see in the headmaster's office. Headmaster's office? Aren't there only random meaningless notes in the office? How can you be so close to the realm that you can't even know this? Teruya single-handedly the reason why this trial is 7 hours long. Yeah. Brother, just... I want to know... This goes for Teruya, this goes for Hiro, this goes for, like, Akane. What do they do during investigation periods that they come to the trials knowing literally nothing? He's trying, I guess. This is true. A for effort, I guess. This is a talent of fools. They do fuck all. It seems that Teruya doesn't understand well. I have no choice but to tell him. Among the notes of the headmaster's office, it clearly gave us a rough idea of our situation. That is... This is... Elephant Soldier, there's writers... It's 5? Look at that. As Teruya said, there were a number of notes scattered around in the headmaster's office, and one of those notes was written, "The researchers are on standby, and now I can bring my friends to that place. It'll be safe for the time being." Oh my god. Okay. I have to lock in. Jesus fuck. The fact that we've been in this trial for, let's say, an hour, and the way that I feel like we have not made any progress whatsoever. Poo. This is actually despair. Akane is giving me despair right now. Not Yuki, the player. It's so over. Yeah, I think I saw something like that. Then that place they mentioned is... Yes, we follow that person who wrote that notes by ourselves into Kisaragi Foundation. You're locked into. You have to finish this. Exactly. Luckily, there's... What's devious is that I've seen where the save point is, and there's a save point coming up at like the... I think either the 2-hour mark or the 2.5-hour mark. It's not even at the halfway point though, because there's still either 4 hours of trial left or 5 hours of trial left. Lanuge. Well, this is not Lanuge. But devious work all around. Ourselves, who was the person that wrote that note? Well, in all likelihood, Yamato Kisaragi. In the notes of the headmaster's office, the name Mikako is mentioned over and over again, and as Mikako's classmate is the person who entered Host Academy this time. In other words, before entering the school, Mikako, they were close friend of Mikako. What the fuck is happening? In the middle, it is said that he is the third person representative, and there's also the words of them as a researcher, so it's a note written by Yamato Kisaragi, I'm 99% sure. Danganronpa and giving multiple save points in a trial challenge, impossible. Apparently, in the newest build that's coming out of this game specifically, they're going to allow you to save after every minigame. So like after every Hangman's Gambit, after every showdown, and after every non-stop debate. It's just this build specifically. This one. This is just... Hey, adults, please, we got shit to do. Kisaragi took us to this lab. Why? Maybe it was to protect us. The note also mentioned that they would keep us. Something big happened outside and we had to hide somewhere, so they took us to the laboratory. Because Kisaragi was that kind of guy. He was him. Wait, if the note itself was a trap to make you think Kisaragi wrote it, what if? Oh shit, even Akane's tired of him, dog. Teruya-sama, could you please stop making me repeat what I just said? There is no such thing. Your stupidity adds fun to the trial, but there's something called being ignorant. Oh my god. Akane's gentle parenting. Don't worry, Teruya. Everything we said so far is true. I guarantee it. If you can think about it better than that, you will naturally agree. Do you even have a point? I continue to be suspicious of the Kisaragi confrontation. I was sure there must be something, but there must be been a cause that put us in this situation. But now I can tell. If everything we said is true, it would have been a terrible thing to disrespect Kisaragi in having such doubt. I'm sorry I keep saying strange things. I mean, you didn't really know him. You have amnesia. You don't know Kisaragi, so I mean, fuck him. And once you get your memory back and you realize, you know, you actually knew the guy, then that's where you start apologizing. Hurry, just sit this one out for us, please. If you're in doubt, a note to summarize the situation would be the right thing to do. It's inevitable, because it was Kisaragi's hobby to write down everything on a note and keep records. They fell into the hands of the mastermind and were placed in a suspicious spot. I can't remember, but Kisaragi was also our classmate, and I can't deny that even he protected us from danger. That's why we were suspicious of him. But wait, is this okay? Kisaragi took us to the laboratory to protect us. I understand this point, but as a result, the laboratory was renovated like Hope's Academy, and the mastermind created a stage for us to live in a killing school life. What in the world happened after Kisaragi brought us to the lab? Akane beat the shit out of him. Well, that's... Ooh, you don't have anything to say, right? Yeah, that's the way it is. Because what happened after you entered the lab has left no clues about it. It's not like I didn't leave any. It's just that I didn't have any clues about this. Well, if we had a clue, the bloody 5th floor hallway is a clue to begin with. But it will be difficult to understand even if I just say this. This is Tsurugi-sama's turn to step up. All kinds of excuses to keep me quiet before. Now you want me to tell them? Huh? I was sorry you've been so quiet, so I'm giving you a chance. I said that, but it's just a little embarrassing because it's something outside of your memory. However, even if your memory came back, you should use it. So for the ignorant people, do a great speech, please. Whatever, I was gonna tell them anyways. Listen up, guys. Use this as a stepping stone for the trial. A huge incident happened at Hope's Academy, and we were in a situation where even our lives... one sec. Oh. Oh, nope. There you go. Wait, walk him like a dog, sis? Not gonna lie. Even in his most chilled state ever, you still hate on the homie. Kisaragi brought us here to the lab to protect us from them. However, Kisaragi made one mistake. He didn't know that an ultimate despair student was hiding in our group. His 79th class. If it's an ultimate despair, you're talking about Akane. To be honest, even I didn't know that Akane Taira was an ultimate despair. It's no wonder that the girl from the time of her admission, she pretended to be our classmate, completely melted with us. Oh my, it's not a lie. Of course I hid my identity, but it's true that I was a classmate. I did not pretend. Okay, so this confirms Tsurugi got like 6 hours seems to be like him. This confirms she was always like that then. She was always like that. What the fuck was her, like, where did she get that personality from then? When she erased her memories? Shut up! Just thinking about being a classmate with you makes my blood boil down, upside down. I can barely understand. Akane Taira didn't know she was an ultimate despair, and Kisaragi sent that girl into the laboratory. That's right. The first few days after entering the laboratory were calm. There was an anxiety about being away from our family and being in the open sea. But we were all together. We're all in this together. Sorry. For the time being, there was a mood to look at the situation positively. And Akane Taira started moving the tide. You guys know why the 5th floor hallway was so bloody and messy? She killed everyone? Kane, I was not familiar with your game if you killed everyone. That's lime. It's because the researchers of the Kisaragi Foundation who originally fled with us here were slaughtered there. What? Massacre? Akane Taira killed the researchers? Oh. No. She didn't kill herself. It was the Monokumas who started the slaughter. The Monokumas behind the slaughter. Holy shit, someone call Scott Coffin. Monokumas? It was written on a note, but before the commotion at at Hospital Academy, Kisaragi had found the researchers ready in advance. Thanks to their swift action, we, the 79th class, was able to escape the laboratory. However, among us, Akane Taira and Ultimate Despair, who nights at Monokuma. Cook. We play as Nagito. And Ultimate Despair was handed over to the enemy. As a result, within a few days of evacuating here, a lot of Monokumas attacked the laboratory. It was a nightmare. The 5th floor, no. Most of the experimental facilities were concentrated on the 1st floor of the laboratory. All the researchers were living there. At the time, we were in the basement where our dormitories were, so we could be safe there. When we were trying to keep in touch with each other somehow, I was attacked by Akane Taira and incapacitated. Yeah. How did you lose that fight, Tsurugi? You're literally a cop. How? You were attacked, no matter how vigilant we were. One person neutralized all 14 of us? Akane single-handedly took down everyone? Hikaru is literally made out of muscle. We have a sprinter. I'm not gonna lie, this class is so dog water. Could never be Makoto's class. Could never be Hajame's class. The lab is spacious. There are a lot of things going on at the time of the raid, but there's no one to do a sane reaction to the sudden attack of that woman who we believed to be her friend. I barely noticed it before. I knew that Akane Taira was the mastermind. Most of them probably lost consciousness without even knowing who they were attacked by. They actually did. Tuck the back of your neck like this. But that means that Tsurugi didn't get hit right away, right? After dodging the surprise attack, they faced each other head on. But Tsurugi lost? It's not so strange. After Akane Taira's memory came back, she showed her athletic ability. Okay, he's a cop. If you don't shoot her... Tsurugi, I know you have a gun. Can we stop this propaganda that Tsurugi doesn't have a gun? Even... Ooh. Okay. Like, there's no way that Tsurugi, hearing the raid that's going on with the Monokumas, did not arm himself in the ballroom, right? He 100% armed himself. He had flashbangs. There were flashbangs in there. There was a smoke grenade in there. Yo, Tsurugi, I'm trying to give you some slack because you're chill now, but my god. Ooh, there's nothing special about it. It's just the basic skills of a maid, right? I mean, sure. Between you and Kurumi, I believe that. Tsurugi, what happened after that? Went unconscious. Like you guys said, Akane Taira's nonsensical physical abilities quickly struck me too. I don't remember anything after that. Perhaps she used the memory manipulation device on all of us who fainted. As far as I know, This is it. The lights were lit, and there were screams and alarms from researchers, so I don't know the situation from any of you guys at the time. Is Akane made of pure muscle? Holy shit, right? No, but thanks to you, fortunately, it means that the culprit was Akane Taira. We were able to get things going. Because it's obvious, even if we don't see much after that, researchers were killed, we, the 79th class, were all disabled and erased from our memories. She took out data? That's true, but, I mean, listen, Kinji, the homie, I don't think he got shit to deal with her. What was he gonna do? Pray her away? Those who have completely taken over the laboratory were remodeling the building to their liking, as another Hope Speak Academy suitable for a killing school life. That's how it happened. The power of his beautiful voice, that's so true. Akane, I know you want to subdue me, but what if, instead, we talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? In the end, Kisaragi and Mikako, they were all played and fooled by her. Were they though? I mean, I'm pretty sure Kisaragi was not fooled. This is the truth. The reason we ended up killing each other in a place we didn't even know about. Same cause when we came to Kisaragi Foundation Research Laboratory. It's finally time to summarize this. Put an end to this terrible case. What case? What are you talking about? Are you good? Yuki, are you good? What? Oh, okay. Not that I'm complaining. But why is this? Yeah. Look at the homies. There's one live person. Oh no, this one has two. Like even in this photo, he's aura farming, bro. They did Turio so dirty. Why is it only you can barely see his eyes? Oh shit! Hey, how you doing? I don't think this is The mastermind was mixed among us without anyone knowing. They attacked us one by one, destroyed everyone from within. No. This? No, got you. Oh, it's this. Oh, wait. This is this. Got you. Roger. It does make me kind of sad though that that Mikako and Yamato kind of fucked themselves over trying to help. Imagine you invent something that allows you to keep your memories, but the side effects are so crazy to the point where you can't even do anything. Like Mikako literally couldn't talk. And Kisaragi could talk, but he wasn't like conscious enough to to hold the conversation. We are the new students who entered Hope Speak Academy. We are called the 79th class. In our memory, we suddenly lost consciousness while gathering at the entrance hall on the day of the entrance ceremony, introducing ourselves. But in reality, that wasn't it, because we went to school in our normal lives and had been classmates for several months already. The reason we didn't know about it was because the mastermind used some method to manipulate the memories of all of us. The biggest reason seems to be that there was a part that was different from the real version from the memory of the first time we met. That's right, one of the students of the 79th class from Hope Speak Academy, Yamato Kisaragi's existence. We weren't 15 in total. The real number of students of the 79th class was 16. For some reason, we didn't remember Kisaragi. All our memories related to him are gone. So after leaving the ballroom, Kisaragi appeared in front of us, but we didn't know who it was. No matter how much our memories were manipulated, it was certain that he was our classmate, and all of our friends who died while killing each other. Oh, that was glitch. Junko! Meanwhile, there's something behind Hope Speak Academy. It's a fact we don't know at all, but by the time we entered the school, if we didn't hide ourselves somewhere, it seems a big event was going on that would endanger our lives. Unlike us, who didn't know anything, Kisaragi seemed to know this. He was thinking about evacuating us somehow for our safety, and thanks to that, we were safe in a refuge. Can't be sure because our memories were erased, but based on information we've found so far, I'm guessing something very bad happened at that school. Something very bad is the most mild way you can put it. It can be said that we were barely alive thanks to Kisaragi's quick response. Looking at the notes in the headmaster's office, it seems like Kisaragi escaped from Host Week Academy with us. I don't know what happened to our families or what happened to the other students left behind. You're not going to believe this, but they're going through the exact same situation as you are. Kinji, a goat. But in the end, I think Kisaragi deserves our thanks for saving our lives. You think? The place Kisaragi tried to escape with us was in his family, an unused research lab owned by the Kisaragi Foundation. A place on a remote island not known to anyone other than the Foundation, so it must have been decided that it was safe. Unfortunately, I don't know why we had to escape to such a place. We can imagine it was a very dangerous situation. We haven't even started talking about the tragedy. This trial is so cooked. And that place was the third Kisaragi Research Laboratory on the remote island. It was used to become Host Week Academy, where we are standing right now in this building. Look at Akane. So evil. So deceitful. But in the end, Kisaragi made one mistake during the evacuation process. That is, among the 79 class, a traitor. The mastermind was in our group. The mastermind followed us into the laboratory with their identity hidden. I don't know why the mastermind was acting for, but as a result, no one knew that our classmate right next to us was our enemy. I kind of lost some respect for Tsurugi for losing this 1v1, I'm not gonna lie. The mastermind began to attack and neutralize us one by one without even dreaming that a friend would attack them. Most of us were attacked without even knowing who they were ambushed by, and even Tsurugi, who avoided being surprised, was defeated in a head-to-head fight with Akane. So like, are you free Friday night, or yeah, the person who single-handedly led everyone to kill themselves? All of us who fell were subjugated to some kind of experiment by the mastermind. We all lost our memories from our school life since we entered Host Week Academy. Well, except for Tsurugi. I mean, except for Yamato and Mikako. No one knows what happened immediately after we lost our memories except the mastermind. Not my fault they made her a baddie. Actually, from what we heard, the mastermind also erased their own memories, so nobody knows. However, there's also the testimony of Tsurugi, I'm guessing. The Monokumas attacked the research center, and it can be speculated the mastermind Monokumas may have remodeled the laboratory behind the scenes, yes, to make it look like Host Week Academy. That's the reason why this place was decorated like a school, even though it was a laboratory. How many Monokumas do y'all think it took to remodel this entire building? I think, instead of how many electricians it takes to change a light bulb, how many Monokumas it takes to remodel a building. I can't tell you how much time has passed since then. At least when they lost their memories and opened our eyes again. We need a full analysis vid on Akane and Tsurugi's beef. Honestly, everything was ready to begin. You've been ignoring the fact that we were friends, and well, no, you didn't remember that. And we've been killing each other in order to get out of here, as Monokuma ordered. Look at him, even now, he's still ore farming. Post-humorous ore farming, if you will. This is the reason why we're in Kisaragi's research laboratory. That's the reason why all of this started. And the culprit who created the situation, even with their memories wiped, he hated her. Don't have the mastermind. The culprit, everything. It's really unbelievable. I don't want to believe it. Beef's so generational that, like, in every lifetime, they hate each other. Okay, you got the Nagito thing. Why is she crying? Oh, I see. Now I have no choice but accept it. The true nature of the masterminds. Akane Taira, the fact that it was you. This is the truth. I won't run away from reality anymore. A murderer who deceived us and killed our friends. You're our enemy, Akane Taira. Woohoo! Oh my god. Stop that. Don't ever do that again. Hell yeah, I love despair or whatever. Despair. Alright. Why is there a save 1 hour into the stream? And then for like the next 5 to 6 hours, we just gotta hours and I'm crying. Oh my god. Alright, well, if this is I can stay for another hour. Big day for the unemployed. So this is gonna be a 2 hour and a damn near 3 hour stream, and then when I come back at 6:30 until 9, that's gonna be 2 hours 30, which places us at the 5 hour. Or it could be 6 hours. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm early though. Let's see this. Danganronpa final trial. Oops. How do I want? I want to see what how thing. I can speak. Okay. So and then there's 6 hours after this. From 2 hours, and then the trial ends. Uh, 6 hours and 30 minutes. So, cooked. Okay. I guess. Let's march on. Yippee! Oh, what? Why is Yuki? Yuki, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. My head hurts a little. But you've been staggering, sweating, and panting since before. Can you hold out? Even if you can't hold out. Clench your teeth and butter up. It's a class trial. It's also the final class trial that reveals the truth. Tsurugi, we hate you. I know it's hard, but try to keep up. Once it's over, I'll take care of you or whatever. Damn! I'll do my best. Now, you've been laughing like a lunatic for a while. How about it? How about it? All correct, of course. In the first place, I questioned and you answered immediately, so there's no need to organize it like that, but Maeda-sama was pretty much spot on. It was correct, so it's all over now? You found out the whole truth, and you promised to let us go, right? God, I wish. No. What? You're changing your story. What Miss Akane wants to say is this. The whole truth has not been found yet. Tsuruya, you sweet summer child. Huh? But you figured out why we were stuck here. Only you do. Really? Then why did I sneak into the lab with all of you? And the lab was converted into a school. And for what purpose did we play a killing game, Tsuruya-sama? And if you know everything, you'll answer, right? That's it. So far, we haven't even started the game we seek. This is a prologue. Anoush. Let me start off by saying, I mean no disrespect when I say this, but very obviously made when you were at 14. Very obviously made when you were 14. And when we need to uncover from now on is the truth after this. Akane, I'm employed. Akane, please. Something happened that forced you to evacuate this lab. What happened to force you to live in a murder game? Shall we find out about this? but I don't know anything about this. It's been so difficult up until this point. Do we need to do more? Well, actually, those things have nothing to do with you. You don't need to know. No, these truths are... these are truths that might be better not to know. Oh, what are you going to do? If you really want to, I can assume you want at this point and let things go. Seriously? Sure, I said it again and again, but it has nothing to do with you guys. This is just my personal entertainment. But you're never going to quit here, right? Guys, I'm with Turi on this. Fuck the bullshit. Let's go. Why are you being so discouraged? They just admitted defeat here. What if we make a mistake while continuing to trial for no reason? Or whatever it says, isn't your life the most important thing? Let's just stop here and go outside. We can all live together. Turi, do you really like this? Without knowing? Yes, please. Now, if anyone says some stupid shit from this point forward, I swear to God. Well, if this is some stupid shit, I'm afraid I'm with Turi on this. Let's get the fuck out of here. Is it so good to get out without knowing why Haruhiko and Tatsuki had to save us at the expense of their lives? Bro told us to touch grass. This has made us sad. I just can't come here and give up. I'll never give up, and I'll find until I find the whole truth. I know, but if it goes beyond this and becomes irreversible, if we die too, wouldn't it be hard to see the faces of those who died? Don't worry, Turia. That will never happen. I won't allow it to happen, because I'm the ultimate hope. Tsurugi, I already put all the clues in my head. If we think about based on these clues, the truth will 100% come out. So don't worry, let's defeat the mastermind completely and escape together. For the first time since the death of Kyoka and Mitch, why do we give a shit about Mitch? Why do we care about Mitch? Stop if you care about Mitch. Silence. Tsurugi starts to look trustworthy again. I'm really not. Give a fuck about FIFA, boy. Then I can say that everyone has hardened their minds, right? Please discuss the reason why you evacuated to this building. Okay, let's believe and keep going. I also want to know the truth. Still, I can't say what I want to say with my voice. I'm just an idiot. I found the clues on the open places, but I don't even know what they mean at all. There's no need to say it because everyone knows you. Tough. Tough. But yeah, it's not like that. Even if we don't get new clues, we might already know the reason. For real, you know it? The biggest, most awful, most tragic events in human history. Right? Clocking everyone's tea until the end. You'd love to see it. Can't wait to talk about this for an hour. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You guys remember, right? Oh, maybe it was you and Akane. Oh, maybe it's what you and Akane discovered when the 5th floor opened. Need a cigarette. That's right. There were scraps of newspaper articles. At the time, I was skeptical because it all seemed dubious. This is absurdly large scale event. Wouldn't it be a valid reason for us to avoid it in order to stay on this laboratory on remote islands? Definitely. The computers in the electrical room had more detailed information about this. It said that the incident began from a demonstration of Sweet Academy. The reserved course department who were outraged by the incident. If it's the reserve course department, that's it. They weren't talented students like us who were scouted, but ordinary students who paid a huge sum of money fee for admission. Starting to sound like Nagito. Why? Yeah. I don't know if it was jealousy for talent or the main department ignored them, but there was always a fight between them. Ah, shit. You know Nagito would just go up to the reserve course department and just go like, yeah, I despise you. This true must have spurred their uprising. Wait, but doesn't that mean the students' demo was on the verge of our world's doom? Isn't that a bit strange? Even a large-scale terrorist group made up of adults can't destroy the world, no matter how many students at Hope Sweet Academy there were. How can a single high school student drive the world into a major crisis? Hey, don't read too much into Junko. The minute you try to make sense of Junko is the minute you lose the sense of... Oh, Of course, it seems like an impossible story. Honestly, I can't believe it either. But it actually became true, according to a certain group consisting of Host Week students. Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's these guys. The Ultimate Despair. Glad we're getting all this out of the way. Maybe I'm actually am speedrunning this because I haven't died. I think I only struggled with one non-stop debate. Maybe I might be speedrunning this. Allow me to be delusional and say that if this could, I'm turning a 7-hour trial into a 5-hour trial. The name of the organization is Ultimate Despair, led by Gundam Tanaka. No, it was Junko, but he was also part of it. Close, Yuki, close. Ultimate Despair, isn't that what Akane mentioned? Thank you, streamer. That's right. The group is led by a student named Junko Enoshima, the worst criminal group in all of history, united as a central figure. Junko Enoshima has connections of high-status people who influence the world situation, including the Toa group mentioned earlier. That's why the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened. Not just at the power of a high school student, but because high-ranking status people from various fields lent Junko Enoshima's power. Bro, Yuki is crashing out. What is happening? But why did these high-ranking people lend their power to a single high school girl? Well, for one of them, she threatened to out them. So that was one of them. She used homophobia as her weapon, and damn was it an effective weapon. Even worse for a high school girl whose goal was to destroy the entire world. That's because Enoshima-sama has an irresistible charisma that cannot be denied. It's crazy. I thought since I was a kid that the world was crazy, but this is a crazy beyond my imagination. Wait, didn't Akane tell us that she was the Ultimate Despair? It's a group? Ultimate Despair is also a term that refers to a group and its members, kind of derivative, but pop off. I am Akane Taira, a member of the Ultimate Despair, and I am an Ultimate Despair student. Well, actually, I'm a bit different from the other members. They only act as a principle and purpose of encroaching the world with despair, but apart from that, I'm fascinated by them and follow them. Oh, you a fan. You a fan this whole time. I thought you were one of them, but you're just admiring from a distance. Them? The Ultimate Despair group said that they worship Junko Enoshima like a queen and believe in them fanatically. I can only imagine. For whatever reason, the group committed acts of terrorism against the world. I cannot take terror seriously. I'm sorry. I said this before, but what was he doing? What was he doing? The members deserve to be caught and be put under the mace of the law. Oh, well, brother, go to Danganronpa 3. Go to the Future Foundation. Trust me, they fuck with that heavy. You're gonna butt heads with Makoto, though. My apologies, but the law itself is not capable of functioning anymore. Anyway, with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, we evacuated this research building, right? As you said, we avoided the worst of the incident, but why? Then why? Of course, if we had been there, we wouldn't have arrived here, but as I mentioned, a member of the Ultimate Despair already existed in our group. Hey, it's moi! Okay. Then, there is some purpose for that girl to erase her memories and make us live in a murder school. Makoto when Suri's stupid ass pulls up. Where are they? Where are the Ultimate Despair? Well, you're not gonna believe this, but they're in a killing game. Oh. Surui would have fought Makoto, Kyoka, and Bakuya. Like, if he was in the Future Foundation and he found out that the three of them are going into the New World program to save Hajime and the others, he would have boxed them. He would have lost, obviously. I mean, he lost to Akane. I don't think he can win any fight he gets into. But, you know, he would have tried. He would have tried. Byakuya would have clocked his shit, not gonna lie. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. The question is, what is the purpose? Oh, fuck. But the question is, what is the purpose? Before we talk about that, we need to first check our bases. Guys, do you remember what happened when we entered the school? We lost our memories after entering the school, so if it's just before that, everyone will remember it. when we got into the school, right? Due to the school circumstances, the entrance ceremony was held earlier than usual. Yes, our 79th class at Host Peak Academy was no different from the 78th class in front of us in terms of years. Well, that's the fact that I know, but why are we suddenly talking about that all of a sudden? Weren't we talking about why the Ultimate Despair erased our memories? Hey, you're in a hurry to talk about a really useless topic. Wait, the fact that our mission deadline has advanced may have a lot to do with our current situation. I got you. I know why it was advanced. I know why it was advanced. Pick me, pick me, pick me! This glass shattering animation that happens whenever we refocus on, Are you saying, when we focus on Yuki, it's killing me, by the way. Are you saying, it's not strange at first? How advanced the mission time was for us? Speedrun. Do you think the answer lies here? Two. Why did the students just accept me? Hurry. No! So let's think of it more carefully. But is there a reason push the deadline ahead of time? Clearly they wouldn't have pushed the mission deadline for a reason. It seems like we were given a clue about it. Let's think back. It's the second note then, right? I think the second note talks about the student council deaths. I'm pressing Z. Hello. Thank you. No? What? What's the clue then? Are we dead ass? Wait, hold on. What's the clue then? This is not my stream. Wait, actually. It's over? No. This could work. Do you also go over the yeah, you do. Oh wait, but I need to see what. Wait, hold on. Is it? I don't know. Okay, I have to go back a little bit more. I need to see my options. Trust your judgment, streamer. So true. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna look up the what each clue is. I'll just base on. It's not the it's not the notes. It's not Izuru Kamakura. It's not the photo. Is it Ultimate Despair? Because it can't be the memory storage. It has to be the Murder School Life or Ultimate Despair. Or it could actually just be the 79 classroom. Wait, hold on. It actually just might be that. Hold on, let me try this. Aha! Okay. Last minute switch up. Look at that, 90.0. Korea, that's it. And what is it? Hello? 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 Ah. OBS crashed. Why did OBS crash? Okay, I think we're back though. Save me. There must have been an emergency. When I heard that, I remember it. The clue I saw on the electrical room. Just before we entered the school, what happened at Cape Hope Academy about that event. Yo, Google read my mic? Properties. It's not. Hello? Test? 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 It should be good. Test. I'm gonna continue. Junko is vandalizing the stream. I believe it. That was also the start of the big. I'm not saying that again. It's also the cause of the reserve course demonstration we spoke about earlier. Because this incident, yeah, I got you. Incident is what's this? Name of this case, I'm not doing that. Right? What? Another desperate event? There were many desperate events? That's how everyone felt when we played Goodbye Despair. Yeah. Few people know about this incident. Unlike the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, Hostbreak Academy thoroughly covered it up. Covered it up? You mean the reason our admission was adjusted was to cover up a big incident? Of course, it wasn't such a simple incident that was hidden by our admission alone, so other measures must have been taken, but it's certain that our mission was part of the cover-up. Details of the case are unknown, but it's said that Izuru Kamakura, a student of Hostbreak Academy, brutally killed 13 council students. Kamakura? Who's that? You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura. Was the ultimate hope. Created by Hostbreak Academy, they created an artificial genius. Same brain cell. The ultimate goal of Hostbreak Academy was to create an artificial talent, and the whole experiment is the existence of a student named Izuru Kamakura. It was studying the talents of students at Hostbreak Academy to create a human being with all kinds of talents. This incident is very top secret, so it must have been a fact that no one other than the persons involved know about it. Wait, it's surprising that Hostbreak Academy was founded with such a purpose. Do you guys know, why do you guys know about the super secret? Are you dead ass? Did you not investigate? Did you investigate at all? Just shut up already. Oh, everyone got it as a clue? I guess I forgot. I'm crying. Still, what kind of student chosen as the ultimate hope killed 13 people? Well, he didn't actually kill them. That was just Junko. The concept of Junko covering up her murder by framing Izuku, who then forces Hostbreak Academy to cover up his murder. Just cover up on cover up on cover up on cover up. We are carrying this man like crazy. So true, so true. I mean, he is the hero of our group. He is the hero. This is exactly what would have happened. Imagine an AU where it was just Kyoko, and Byakuya and Hiro as the survivors. I'm with Makoto, of course. Well, we don't know that. One thing is for certain. As stated in the clue, Izuru Kamakura was a failure. Before we entered the school, the academy noticed Kamakura's failure and may have rushed our admissions to make up for it. Still, this may be a bit of a guess. Does that mean they were going to further study the talents of the 16 of us to create a more perfect ultimate hope? Well, that's not a bad guess. I'm also a 79th student like you, so I can't fully know, but the possibility exists. But the biggest reason for the failure of the Izuru Kamakura project was, ironically, that he was too perfect. With all the talent, he fell into despair even more easily because everything went according to his way. That's what he said, but I don't know. Because he had all the talents, everything went the way he wanted. That may sound like an all-rounder at first glance, but if things really go the way you wish all the time... Oh, damn! Ah! What the hell is this headache that feels like it's splitting my head? Why is my head hurting so much? Izuru Kamakura doesn't matter anyway. That part's already over. The important thing is that the incident is closely related to our situation. Right, that's the important thing. What's the relationship between the biggest... No. Although very few people know about the incident itself, only a small few know about the true truth of that case. And one of them was Kisaragi. I didn't listen in close detail, but after arriving at his lab, he spoke to me for a few moments. Then I explained that they was caused by the ultimate despair, and that the header group was a crazy girl named Junko Enoshima. Oh sure, When you're talking about Junko, it's that crazy girl, but when you're talking about Akane, it's that crazy bitch. I see you. I see how you're moving, Tsurugi. I see how you're moving. In fact, the incident that Kamakura caused was also orchestrated by Junko and Nishima. Okay, buddy. That means the culprits of the... Yeah. Yes, it seems that Junko and Nishima imprisoned 14 students at the time. The ultimate hope, Izuru Kamakura in a secret room, and then forced them to a situation where only one can survive by killing. Mind you, it's not like she placed the student council in a killing game. She had a blackmail on them. Y'all's blackmail was that bad that you had to kill each other over it? Nah, I gotta see this again. Danganronpa Student Council game. Surely I'm misremembering it, right? Surely. Oh, it doesn't. It's just like the start. No video has the start of that. No. Oh, it is this. Okay. No, I gotta be misremembering this. I just made the stream like half an hour longer by focusing on this and not the child, but it's okay. Oh, this is... Oh my god. I guess. I would call her bluff. Did she expose any of their blackmail? I'm taking this music off. Right? She just came and said, "Hey y'all, I got your blackmail. Kill each other, please. And here's some weapons." Weakest soldier, for real. Weakest students at Hope Peak Academy. As a result, Izuru Kamakura murdered all 13 people except for one student council president and went on hiatus. The school tried to cover up this shocking fact. However, Junko and Nishima spread rumors about the massacre of Izuru Kamakura among the students, knowingly and unknowingly. And when the students of the reserve corps departments heard the rumors and learned the truth, an explosive uprising broke out. This was the process of transformation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic of the home's history into the biggest, most awful... Isn't there a part of what I said right now makes you uncomfortable? Well, Yuki's feeling uncomfortable, but, you know, for a different reason. A part that doesn't feel right. We now know that the story was spread by Junko Nishima, but a story before this comes to my mind. A situation where you have to kill to survive. Is this the part that doesn't fit? What was this? Among the clues I gathered that there is suggesting a situation similar to this. You must kill in order to survive. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't this sound like a dreadful feeling we know? Okay, but no, this is understandable. Guys, you have no way of knowing this, but the student council were generally the weakest members of Hope Speed Academy. Like, all she did, they weren't even trapped in their school, alright? Like, they were called out, they said, "Hey, if you leave, we'll leak your blackmail." Like, this is not even comparable. I will be slandering each and every one of the student council members if it's the last thing I do. Indeed, Junko and Nishima fight an environment in which murder must occur for Kamakura and the members of the student council, as if trying to make an experiment. Among them, there is even a harsh rule of, if there's no murder within the time limit, everyone will die. No, I call cap. I will be rewatching the episode after this. No, the fuck I won't. I just realized after I end the stream, I have to come back in like 3 hours to start up again. Ha! I don't know about all that. That's like... It's only one thing I'm gonna tell you from now on. The bottom is locked and it's possible to get out. I mean, you guys have to kill someone. You heard it from Summer, haven't you? That's right. I felt this coming, but the story is connected only after we come this far. The biggest most... It's a story very similar to Kurt's situation. You mean, there are people who went through a similar situation before us? Not them, but let me introduce y'all to Makoto Naegi. But why are you doing the same thing over and over again? It doesn't make sense. Okay, gotcha. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I will be back at 6:30. We are 100% not finishing this trial today, as much as I wanted to. I even labeled it graduating class of 26. Part 1, thinking that part 2 is just going to be it, but call me Attack on Titan. There's going to be the final stream, 3 streams of the final stream. Yeah, see you in a few hours. Ditto. I wait.